In this video, we'll walk through Backand's database management tools. When you first create a Backand application, you are given a very basic data model to work with. You can customize this data model by navigating to the Data tab using the provided Setup Data Model button. This brings you to the GUI Schema Editor. This is a visual representation of your database, showing both the objects in your data model and the relationships between them. You were given two simple objects designed to store lists of items associated with users as a starting point. Let's modify this schema to add a new object type, products. To do this, click on the New Object button, enter your object's name, and press Add Object. This creates a new table in your data schema. You are next brought to the Add Field screen, which can be used to add fields to your new object. You can specify a name and a data type for each field. Using this dialog, you can very quickly add a string product name, a floating point product price, a release date, and a Boolean flag indicating if the item is in stock. You can also specify relationships between objects. For example, you can associate products with product users by creating the user product collection. You can see that your object is updated with each new addition. Once you've finished, you can close the Add Field window and see the updated visual representation of your schema. You can edit the fields of an object, setting a default value for a field or marking it required or unique as appropriate. Once you have finished editing your data schema, click Validate and Update to finalize the changes and apply them to your database. Backand presents a quick summary of the actions ready to be performed so that you can ensure that the changes match your desired end state. You can also view your data model as a JSON structure. Using this easy-to-read format, you can quickly change field properties, add new objects, and modify existing objects. Simply make the changes to the JSON, validate and update, and your changes are committed to your database. Once we've finished modifying our data schema, you can work with your objects directly. Simply select the object from the list in the navigation pane, and you're brought to the object's data grid. From this data grid, you can quickly add a new row. Once the new record is completed, Backand provides all of the commands necessary to complete the same action via the API. You're given the URL, a sample request, and the JSON response that would have been received. You can also obtain a JSON schema for your object, which you can use to upload objects in bulk with an easy-to-use template. Backand also provides a test bed for every object in your system. This allows you to very quickly test each of the available HTTP verbs for your object's RESTful endpoint. Thank you for watching this demo of Backand's data management functionality. For more information, visit backand.com.